What's up, guys? How you doing? We working now? We working now. How's it going? Do a little roll call here in a little while. Yeah, air vexed, I didn't. Let's go. Holy smokes. They found him. All right. All right. I'm here to make all your problems go away. Here to forget about all of the troubles and bond commonly over something really fun that gets us outside and in our own heads and lets us return to being a child again. We've spent most of our life trying to forget all the things we knew as a child. I tell you, they know everything. And you just, that's all you need to know. And then you just fill up on the rest of it as you go. Anyway, not trying to hit heavy. Place hold a flight video would be nice. I've got hundreds and hundreds of flight videos you could check out while we wait for me. Low tech, dudes. Low tech. Thanks, George. All right, all right. Chucky Freebird King. David Martin Graff, Wingman 4409. Thank you, man. Air Vexed. What is happening, Boss 223? George Watts, thank you for that. Joseph Ramsey, my dad in the house. Dornado. Yeah, man, it's nice to do something else. It's been pretty heavy lately. Oil Leak 39. Tugs, I saw. David Martin Graff. Oh my goodness, let's scroll. Let's see. Hunter Yoakum. Ping Pong. Matt M. Tim Smith. Let's see. Dennis Farley, David Snyder, Mike Bird, Michael Nolan, Garrett, Victor, EQ, Lyndon Stewart, Will to Live, EQ, Jack Shaughnessy. Let's see. Cheers, Tugs. Strawberry Banana. No. I hope y'all watch that video. It took me forever to make it. The Horizon Hobby coverage. Richard Webb, what up? Francis Conti, Corey Mann, Tony Spears, oh my gosh, Ruger 14. There's a lot of them back there. I'm not even going to begin to list them. Eric Tennant, what up? So what's been going on, you guys? In the world of RC, what's got you excited? I mean, obviously we put out the RV7 video, finally. I think that plane is a lot of fun. 3S, 4S. Captain Tracy, what up? I've got night flight videos, and the thing did really good on the grass too. And I've got a build, if you guys want to see it. You guys that want to see it, you got to go to the other videos and really show up in the comment sections for me. Yeah, Tugs. You know what? You guys, look, a lot of you have been around here for a minute, and you know that I'm really okay with keeping this stream to the crew, you know? I don't promote this publicly. It's low-key. We're chilling. I feel like I can be really just candid, you know? And a lot of times when I go to those events, I don't want to... I'm just so about being with the people that I don't really film a whole lot at those events. I've done it before where I've just been at those events and I have filmed a lot, and I'm like... I just feel like I'm missing something. Like, I make video all the time. If I'm at these events with people face to face, I'm going to be there. But The Horizon show, I first of all feel indebted to all of you wonderful folks too, who watch the channel and support it, and Horizon as well has been so good to us over here, that I wanted to share that show with you guys. So I don't always do that, because I want you to come, you know, and see us. But I really wanted to share that one. There was a lot of stuff I didn't get captured because there was so much going on. But I hope you guys liked that video, because the whole idea was to share what you missed, and also let you, you know, experience it to a degree, the best I could. Philip Bender, what's up? Writes, pay it forward. Yeah, man, we're not going to be at, probably not going to Null this time. Not for fall Null. Thanks, Tugs. You know, I definitely feel a responsibility, man. But I thought it was cool to kind of take the live stream and condense it down at the end of it. There was some really good flying in there, and it was great to talk to so many of the Horizon folks that I hadn't really met yet. But you know, because of YouTube, they were able to. They knew us already. You know, I mean, it's really pretty wild. Nice, DMG. Jerry Wilfong in the house. Eddie K, thank you for that. Yeah, it was a good video, I thought. It took a long time. Francis, yeah. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I was surprised how good that RV7 flew, because I was like, this is kind of, you know, it's not huge, but man, it flew really good. Scott Settle in the house. We got the Birmingham show, talking about Joe Null, going on like right now. The Birmingham, the Bigfoot show is coming up very soon. And a bunch of us are going to be there, and it looks like they're going to do some surface stuff, obviously some flying, and very much looking forward to that. Hanging on at we got new owners at the job now, and that's been good. I'm still on my way, but a lot going on, y'all. Quinn Perkins in the house. Johnson 74th. Ken says he flew the new Hobby King B-17 for first time. Ah, shoot, man. Let me back it up. For first time on ground, it was beautiful. In the air, made 3 circles, and suddenly black smoke from left wing engine, and smoke and fire down to ground. It burned in the woods. Real fire. Oh no, man. Wings 88 says he got the 90mm Viper ARF, no flap setting. Do I use the AS3X listing for flaps? There should be flap setting in the book, right? Whatever the book says is good. Yeah, use the radio setup. The AS3X setting won't have anything to do with flaps. But just the overall settings, I would definitely do. I mean, we went by the book on that plane, and it was flawless. I can't remember. I think there was even was there a mix, guys? Somebody remind me. Was there a mix to flap to elevator? Captain Tracy pre-registered. Good. Who's all going to the Alabama show? The Bigfoot show. Scott Settle and Tony Spears' club's doing. Jeff's Custom, what's happening? Spencer, what up? Happy birthday to you, belated, my friend. Yes. I don't think it is the same as the crop. In the crop duster, a 3-bladed prop, just like the turbo timber. That's what I thought. I can tell you. You guys want to see that plane real quick? There's not a flap to elevator mix on that, right? So if it was in the book, I did it. Eddie K says he'll be there. Awesome. You guys pre-register. You guys who belong to the club, feel free to drop the link in there. I know you guys have been posting it up on the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. I hope you guys are following on Instagram and stuff. Do me a favor and say hi in those comment sections too, especially the reels. I'm trying to do some things with that Instagram account that might be good for me in the future too. Yes, there's a flat mix. Yeah, so when you set up, what receiver are you using? Definitely set it up by the book. One aileron, one flap. If you watch my video that me and Air Marshal did, my flight shakedown video of that E-Flite Viper 90mm has a section at the back. It's in chapters too, and there's a section in the back where Air Marshal shows you exactly how to set up thrust reverse and assign safe to a switch and those kinds of things. There you go. Scott Settle's dropping it. AR620. Yeah, you should be able to do it exactly by the book. You'll just have to do some extra stuff because you're starting with a off-the-shelf receiver. It's not already tuned a little bit. You know, for now it's been hard to get time. I mean, it's been hard to get time forever to answer RC Planes Addict. How do I even go about picking what I want to fly, man? I don't get a pick. I gotta priorities. You know, priorities. So the new ones are what get the most of the attention right now. I'm still, YouTube does, I mean, it's neat with the affiliate commissions and what YouTube does. It's a tremendous blessing, but it's not enough. And so I'm still, even though I'm in between, I would say, chapters in my life, the time is not there, unfortunately, to do what I really want to do, which I'll be doing more and more of as time goes. But it takes a lot of work. Yeah. Yeah, you guys want to see that RV7? It's fun, man. All right, I'll be right back with it. Somebody do me a favor and look at the tech spec on this. Because Michael Sherman, yeah, I totally forgot. This one is a 3-blader. It might, in fact, be the same prop as is on the air tractor and the turbo timbers. I'm not seeing on the prop itself. I mean, maybe if the spinner's off, it'll show. But I'm not seeing it say. But I know it's going to be in the tech spec and ordering information on the website. Is this going to stay? Not without a pack in it. Mafia in the house. What's up, dude? This thing flew way bigger than I thought it was gonna. I do like that big one that's out, but this one looks way better scale-wise, I'd say. But I mean, it's hard to beat big, right? Photon in the house? What up, dude? "11 by 7 by 3 question mark, Francis says. The wing size is crazy, but there's a lot of wing area, so it floats really good. Yeah, the battery bay is cavernous, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Brad, you think, yeah, Pay It Forward thinks it's probably the same prop as the, it makes sense that it would be. I wouldn't be surprised if it were. What's shacking? Shacking is when you catch a wild and crazy partner and you guys go hold up in the woods somewhere. That's what shacking is. See shacking up in Webster's dictionary. You should know you've been shacking up with your ex for many years now. Ha. Boss 223, it ought to be any day now. It ought to be any day now. I know Jing has been in California dealing with some of that logistics with the container and such. Mike SSI, man, appreciate you. I hope you saw my comment back to you earlier in the week. I really appreciate that. It's always a surprise, man. Thank you so very much. Yeah, Doug Swanson, it may be. What's shaking? Oh, I see. So Airvex, thank you for this. He says the 3-blade on the RV7 is different than the 3-blade, the turbo timber, Cirrus, and air tractor. The 1.5 meter planes have 7.5 on the rotation, and the RV7 only has 7. Man, the RV8 is huge compared to this. Like, what is this? 1.2, 1.1? Dale, I hope that's what happens. Right from the man himself, man. I tell you what, it's nice being on speed dial for some of these guys. So the RV7 is from a different factory and prop is different than timber and air tractor, to answer your question, Michael Sherman. And that's directly from our buddy Jason Merkel himself. Thanks, Jason. He's loading up for null and listening in right now. Right? Meow. What's an illegally parked frog called? Toad. Pilot Ryan. Thank you, Earl. Earl Moorhead in the house. Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's going on, man? You guys been following his challenges? That's fun. I got tagged in a post from the sailors today. they've been doing. It looks. I haven't seen the video, but it looks like he's doing a like a knife edge challenge. Like try to go like 3 minutes or something. I think that would be a fun one for us to do. Any of you guys that think you're up for a 3-minute knife edge, or I'll have to watch that video and see exactly what's happening. But I appreciate them being tagging me in that post. You know, it was cool to meet so many people that I've seen for so long at the show, and so that was my first opportunity to meet Nate and Abby in person, and I enjoyed talking to them. Michael Sherman, thank you, man. The Dornado says he bets the RV flies a lot like the Cherokee, which is one of my favorite everyday planes. I do think it is similar. Of course, with the Cherokee, you had that, well, I hate to say it, but it was a little bit flimsy, that stabilator, right? The whole elevator moved. This is definitely not like that, so it's in that regard more rigid. I feel like it feels like more of a plane. Substantially, like just the heft of it feels a little better to me. But the Cherokee was a dynamite plane, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And of course, it's a tricycle gear. And this is not. Yeah, EQ. Yep, Horizon Hobby will be there. Jason asked me if I was going. I said if I get sponsored. We're getting there, you guys. The Carbon Cub S2, that's the smaller one, right, Hunter? I do not have that one. Did I see the pic of the guy holding the RV on Horizon's site? He's either a giant or that plane is smaller on camera. I mean, back in the day, they would have called this a park flyer when they were, you know, still doing that. I think the term park has been frowned upon, though, you know, since. But tail wheel assembly. It seems rather robust to me, and I'll show it to you here. Hold on a minute. I do have a battery in here loose, so I don't want it to be like banged around, but hopefully I don't spill a coffee either. I want you to be able to see this tail assembly. Give me a minute, we'll be better. Let's see, so I think some of the structure of that tail wheel assembly will be better seen this way. So that's all plastic up there ahead of it. That's pretty substantial if you ask me. Good looking plane, went together good. I put it together at the field. You know, panel lines, rivet detail. Watch my video on it. And the lights killed me. Thanks, George. Yeah, it's a good looking plane, man. That's how these, you know, Vans aircraft are. You know, they do have some other Vans aircraft that aren't the tandem, you know, seats, where one is after, you know, the other instead of next to each other. Mike's getting one. That's what you said. You said you were one of the first guys that really hit the comment section when I released that video this week. And you were like, you weren't sure about it, but you said my video put you over the edge. And I appreciate when you guys tell me that stuff, because it's nice to hear. Obviously, you know, there's links in the description that get you to Horizon through my URL and stuff, which is very helpful. Kevin was the guy holding it in the picture, so it definitely dwarfed the RV. Jason says and he told me this a while back. So the RV7 was originally going to be a park zone airplane without flaps and lights. It is a park flyer, but they really can't say that. Just like I said earlier, it's kind of a liability thing in a funny way. So, but now it's got lights and flaps. It didn't have it there before. I think the tail wheel assembly is very rigid. All this stuff up on the rudder is plastic where the control horn mounts. And then you can see this is very rigid. And then where the steering tiller feeds into the rudder itself, it's all plastic stuff. And then it's like this big plastic piece here and big plastic piece on the rudder itself. It's definitely solid assembly. It's not, I mean, it's whatever wiggle I have, it's basically wiggling everything. Man, boss, I haven't got that Hobby King plane up yet. It's still in pieces. When I got that new Bronco, I went out with it, the Axial Bronco, I went out with it 3 different sessions because I drove it stock and filmed it. I tweaked it, did some mods and filmed it, and then I put the stock shocks on in a lower location and filmed it again. So that's going to be a huge edit for me, but hopefully I can get that out next week. Those videos are fun for me. They don't, they don't perform like my airplane videos do, but I don't care. It's okay. I enjoy it, and the people that do get value from that stuff, I mean, they appreciate it, and I enjoy doing that stuff. So, looks great. Sold, says Dale. Yeah, man, if you buy online, consider using the link in the description to the video, or right here in the stream. PilotRyanMedia.com will get you there. Click Horizon or eFlight. All that stuff really helps make dreams come true over here. I think I'm about to have a 10-year anniversary. Nope, one more year. One more year. I think it is. So 9 years. 9 years on YouTube in about 10 days. Yeah, Hunter, man, I've got night videos and I got a Bobby flight of the RV7 as well. I did put out a little bit of night flying on my Instagram. Check it out. Again, if you go to PilotRyanMedia.com, all the socials are across the top. Man, if you guys are doing Facebook, you might as well do Instagram. I mean, Facebook owns Instagram, and most of us guys that are trying to grow channels and stuff are doing all of the things. So I know we all really appreciate your support in that regard. Yeah, boss, man, I want to fly that thing, but I just haven't got to it. Yeah, Philip, I have not flown it yet. I got to get it together. And I got some those air-filled Dubro tire videos to do too. I've got a lot to do, you guys. 82 folks, that's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, Brad. Pay it forward, man. Good times. Mike Bird, no problem, man. I know that about you, and I get it. It's totally cool. It's totally cool. And thank you for that, Hunter. Yeah, I look forward to getting it out again. I did fly it on 3S the day we filmed it, but it was like a 4000 3S. So I do want to try it with like a 2200, something a little bit more common, and see what you guys think. Oh yeah, Jerry. Yeah, no, I need to set safe up in it. I haven't done that, obviously. When I built the thing, assembled the thing at the field, and I apparently forgot to do that. Thank you, Chucky. Yeah, I know we were talking about that Bronco last week. Oh yeah, I put those springs on it. I think the stock shock's back on last week. Griffin Casola, the F-15 EDF, the E-Flight one. It's a good time. We did videos on it not long ago. If there's a lot of new names in the chat, like definitely go check out the videos. Go to the home screen, you know, the landing page for the YouTube channel, and check out the videos because we do almost every new thing that comes out. Francis has some info about the props. 11x7, 5x3 equals a little faster, but still third blade helps keep from losing out of the hole. Static thrust, perhaps 40% extra thrust. Deeper pitch props go faster top end, but stall till up to speed. Ken Bird, what up? I got you, Philip. Yeah, I know. You can have reverse thrust also on this baby? Really? It was better, Chucky. It was. I don't know if this is a smart ESC in here or not. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me in a minute on my cell phone. Jordan, I know. I tell you what, that is the trouble with so much right now. That's why, guys, when I find out something's in stock, I post on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Because if you wanted it, you better get it. Because this stuff is not lasting long these days. When my iX20 comes back from Horizon Hobby Service, I can return to the field with a new RV7 if the RV7 is not too long on back order. Gotcha. Yes, reverse. Okay, yeah, I should know, but I don't. Smart ESC, so I could do the reverse on this as well. Thanks, guys. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when I build it at the field. Oh, okay, Mike. Yeah, sure. Brian Phillips did the reverse on his video. Thanks, you guys. Yeah. So it has it. And you know what I'll do when I want to figure it out, when I want to do it? I'm going to go watch my video on the Viper 90. Griffin Casola, how would you first start learning tricks on RC planes? 3 mistakes high and on the flight simulator that is Real Flight through Horizon. That's a great investment for wanting to learn to do tricks. But yeah, I mean, if you can get with somebody who's flying already, that's tremendously helpful. But if not, yeah, I would definitely recommend the simulator. I'd recommend 3 mistakes high. I don't see anything for floats on this for who was asking. Aaron Phillips, all right. Ethan Treat, what's up, dude? Yeah, boss, you're right. If you want it and it's in stock, you gotta get it. Pilots, anyone have a video with the transmitter setups for the E-Flight SU-30 twin 70mm EDF? Do you have the book? It's so easy. Most of these things are going to be 100% high rate, 70% low rate. Maybe they call out for expo. They have a table there in the first couple pages that is going to have multiple different radios. So whatever radio you have, you can follow that protocol. Philip Bender, the Viper 90 is awesome. Spectrum just released a video on setting up thrust reverse also. Yeah, cool. My Viper 90 video's got that thrust set up in it because I assigned it to the same switch as safe and about lost that thing. So I thought it made sense to put that tutorial in the end. Thanks to Air Marshal for making it super slick. Just send it. Yo. Aaron Phillips just received finally the Viper 90 and 80mm f/16. And are these, did you order them when they first were announced? That's the thing. You if you want it, you gotta get them. The 87 is almost ready, boy, says Ethan. Chris Harley says Real Flight was a great buy. Learned so much. Yeah, and you can keep on learning with it. Dale, that's a Phoenix Spitfire that used to be, if not still, sold at Tower Hobbies. Just send it says, did I miss the fact that you got the King Twin? Yes, man, you will want to upgrade the gear. I'm putting F5 mains and an A4 nose gear on mine. Makes it much better. That sounds pretty cool. I tell you what, if I hear any more problems, though, I'm going to put the Summit gun back in a box. Ordered them after. I gotcha. So the RV has a smart ESC. They call it Smart Light. No chip and third wire for smart battery data. Individual cell voltage, battery temp, cycles, but all other data all other features, functions, including reverse. You can use reverse on any airplane with a smart receiver and a smart or Smart Light ESC. They're still working with it, and don't recommend using reverse with pinch style prop adapters or rotor hubs. Ken Krause, I don't think everybody's planes need, I mean, some companies I feel like maybe need a little bit more to beef them up. I mean, I think at this point, the stuff coming out from, you know, some of my favorites is super reliable right away. If I'm putting wheels on something, that's just because I'm a nerd. They don't need them. But, you know, I don't have a lot of experience with Hobby King planes. I did the MiG-17 when it came out because I just had to have it. But mine, I said it in the video. I enjoyed it. It wasn't a deal breaker, but I had a lot of problems with mine. But Bobby had no problems with his. So it's just hit or miss. Don't waste a box. Dana would love it. Ethan, for the reverse thrust on the 90mm Viper, do you need to be at full idle throttle before you engage it? You can engage it wherever you would like. For me, I like to be very low or no power, and then, you know, flip it. I got to where I was having a really good time with the Viper 90, being able to land it and hit it right away. DMG, I don't know what you mean. Michael Sherman wants a 1.5 F86 from Horizon. That'd be sick. Then you're watching the wrong guy's videos, Ken. I'm giving you a hard time, but if you're watching videos and right out of the box the guys are fixing them, it could be the wrong planes, it could be the wrong videos. I tell you, I very rarely am needing to mess with any of this stuff out of the box. The last thing I can remember is the MiG-29 from Arrows, where I after I flew it already on video 3 or 4 times, I decided to put a spacer in the strut cavity with the spring to stiffen it up. But yeah, that was it. I understand what you're saying though. Like there are planes that I was interested in years ago, and I was shopping them, trying to decide if I wanted to buy it, and I would see a video where it was like Mod City out, and I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want it anymore. If I have to do all that to get it right. So I definitely understand that sentiment, which is why I'm tickled to be getting to fly what I've been flying. I really enjoyed my time at Motion, getting to do the free wing and Flightline stuff. To bring that stuff to the world was awesome because it was, it's good stuff. It's cool to be a part of it. Pretty reliable, the Horizon stuff, the E-Flight product, FMS stuff, everything I've been able to mess with really lately. Arrows, X-Fly, like, I'm digging it. I really am. Francis, yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. Chucky says he's had dead servos out of the box. I'm certain I have too. And if it's out of the box, they'll make it right. Is the storage from Dancing Wing any good? It looks to be good. I haven't seen one fly yet. They're not here yet. I think once they get here, you're gonna see them. Bel Air video. Great Sunday afternoon here in Oz for flying. Hoping you and family are keeping safe and well. Thank you very much. Back to you. Just send it. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had a chance, like I said, to fly that one yet. That is one thing I like about what I'm doing with who I do it with, is like I'm really never surprised at what I'm seeing in the way of assembly methods and stuff like that. So it's real easy for me to trust it. HSD, I haven't any trouble with that stuff either. I personally messed up my control box, just the programming, but that was it. But I did that. I wiped it clean, so it needs reprogrammed. I didn't burn it up or anything. It's just I wiped it clean. I'm talking basically landing gear and a lot of new out-of-box cases. The Twin is an example. Yeah, maybe I'm not paying attention. What landing gear are you talking about? I haven't had a fixed landing gear in a long time, which I think that's what taught me how to land. Well, I got tired of fixing it. You better believe I used to fix landing gear all the time. All the time. Quinn Perkins, see you later, man. Yeah, Francis, yeah. I think ESC is programmed to brake, stop, then... Hold on. Stop, then reverse automatically, but your slower RPM ramp up might be easier on it. Yeah, so when you see a plane, a lot of times if you're out of the power, it's very obvious that it's windmilling pretty freely. When there's reverse on the plane, you'll see that windmilling really slow down even to a stop sometimes, and that's because what you say is correct as far as I know, where the brake is set. Yikes. Chris Harley says, fifth flight on my FMS Beaver 2.0, it started buzzing while throttling over 75%. Sounds like an out of balance prop. Landed, inspected, found loose motor mount screws, Loctited the screws before disaster like Nate had. Most of us would advise against Loctite and plastic together. Let's see. P51D fan saw an HSD 182 today at DCRC. What a beautiful plane. Yeah, it's a nice one. David Martin Graff is pulling quotes from a documentary, it looks like. Given the current status of smoothing out your flight, pilots particularly desired the development of the gyro. Here, we confirm flying planes with different stabilizations interfere. Man, are you getting paid by the letter, bro? Then they're not landing good. I haven't seen those videos. Come on, Ryan. I've seen several vids reinforcing landing gear and even control rods, etc. Well, it's either the pilot or it's, you know, subpar. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen them. I mean, I'm stock. Every now and then I'll change the tires. Hey, it happens. As if you bang them around, you're going to have to fix them. No doubt. I think on the Beaver discussion, probably the motor mounts and stuff weren't loose until after it had run up out of balance and it shook it loose. Noons, good to see you, man. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. No worries. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Hangar 51's asking the Beaver guy if he balanced the prop. Boss, you had to change your prop on the Beaver? David Martin Graff says he's too verbose. It's cool, man. I'm just having fun with you. Too verbose tonight, he says. The big Spitfire is an older model from Phoenix Spitfire from Tower Hobbies. It's Bobby's. It's going to be electric and it's going to be a monster. Yikes. Yeah, man, if stuff's out of balance, things will get loose very quick. Paul McNeil says he's got a dancing wing storage. He's very happy with it. Boss said he had to lock tight screws and metal bracket. Metal to metal, I'm fine with Loctite, but never to plastic. The rumor is it makes it brittle. Ethan said he had the same out of balance stuff on his Beaver as well. Oh, I see, Ken. Cessna HSD 182 has a problem landing in grass and the wheel pants coming loose. I had to reglue and reinforce. Talk to HSD Jeff, very supportive. Good. Paul Ballard, what up? Boss put a whole new prop on it. Stock prop was no good, he said, on the Beaver. Ethan said he also added washers to the screws on the motor mount for the Beaver. Just to hold them in tight or for like thrust angle? Tug Hill says to Chris Harley, these days a person should go over all hardware during assembly. It is recommended to practice this due to manufacturers not having the quality control they used to. Yeah, tug on your retracts a little bit. Make sure servos aren't heating up. Those kinds of things. Honestly, I must just be fortunate. I do not have a lot of trouble. Bead locks. It's all out of whack, says Fred Barron. What up, dude? Extreme Flight doesn't make warbirds or jets. Miller RC. If you want warbirds and jets, you're not getting them there. These are things we have to deal with to get what we want. Extreme Flight makes balsa planes, right? Like 3D planes, sport flyers and stuff, which is great. But I think there's a lot of people. I think there's more people flying the foamies. Has made the hobby more accessible to a lot of people. I mean, you can tell how nervous some folks are by the questions they ask, and it's a foamy. Not to downgrade it, but it's definitely so much less of an investment in money and time, and still completely got the pucker factor going. Check out Aces High. You guys check out Aces High. I got balsa covered with the partners I have. So Hangar 9 and Dancing Wing. Aces High is the Warbird brand for them. Nice. Earl wants to know, so is this why it's called a shakedown run, to see what falls off? I'll tell you why I call it a shakedown. I call it a shakedown because maiden flights usually suck to watch on video. It's a mile high. Maybe it's a hat cam, and a lot of trimming maybe going on, and it's just, I didn't want to lump my maiden flights into that. So, and when I was in the Navy, we'd call these things, we'd get the ship would get fixed, we'd do some major things, and then we would go out and do a shakedown cruise. So for me, that's what shakedown is. It's my maiden. I'm shaking it down because I wanted to work it out. We're going to put it through its paces on our first flight. But it's a little bit, I want to set it apart from just the maiden, because when I was watching flight videos more, I didn't normally want to watch a maiden, because like I said, I didn't feel like I saw the plane very much. I mean, if somebody on a maiden flight is putting it through its paces, cool, but I don't want to see it if it's a pinprick in the sky. Yeah. So the motor to the, I got you. Yeah. You did the right thing then. Yeah, I got you on the back of the motor to the bracket. I got it. Yeah. Wings 88 says he never saw a ship. I was in engineering, so I worked with a lot of ENs. So I would have been an EN if I stayed in long enough, right? I ended up I pumped gas to helicopters and stuff. We were on an amphib ship, so you know, I stood my watches in the engine rooms, main propulsion, and the generator rooms. You know, the auxiliary, potable water systems, lube oil strainers, shaft, alley bearing watches. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I was in the bottom of the boat, and I was like, man, I'm going all over the world, and I'm in the bottom of the boat. So I got qualified to get topside on the flight deck and become a grape and pump JP5 fuel. Yeah, Gregory H. I was in the Navy. Bluesman 463, what's up? Well, man, it's going so fast. We got about 100 folks. If you ask something, guys, and I miss it, ask it again. Give me emojis, whatever, so I don't miss it. Because I'm not trying to miss it. I thrive on the questions. I love it. I love it. So here's one. I'm stopping the chat from rolling so I don't miss. Ryan, at what point in your journey did you start to feel like you were putting out stuff that you would even watch on your free time? Here's the funny thing about performance or creating anything, a product that is like entertaining, even if it's art, music, or video. I felt like my stuff was good right away. And you need to feel like your stuff is good right away, even if it's not. Or why would you do it? You had to. I felt like right away with Captain Mike that we were offering something, because Mike and I were watching videos from companies at the time, Nitro Planes and Banana Hobby, and you'd watch the whole flight video, and then but you never get a landing. You'd watch the whole video waiting for the landing, you never get a landing. Or they would touch down and then cut it. So it's like, okay, they ground looped it, they stuffed the landing, the gear broke, you know. So Mike and I were, when we started making videos, first of all, we wanted to we had taught a bunch of guys locally how to fly with using the micros, like the Champ, the Ronca Champ, old school micro. But I was also doing magazine work and product reviews too before that. And then watching these videos and feeling ripped off, we're like, well, let's make the videos that we want to watch. And our cameras sucked, but we were good flyers, like okay. And we did a lot of touch and goes, and we did a lot of landings. And I couldn't help but talk. We didn't ever plan this. It's just how it happened. We're here right now because of just how we let it naturally evolve. Apparently I like talking when I'm flying and saying what I'm doing. We got it in our head that we were teaching people, and it kind of just stuck because we were doing the flight lessons and product reviews all at the same time. It kind of just stuck. So, and honestly, without some kind of confidence or belief in your own output, now if I look back at those videos, I'm like, I think there's some value there, but I've learned so much about video and editing since then that I would probably kind of cringe at that content now. But I know that right away we thought we were onto something because we were showing touch and goes and landings, flying the thing close enough to see it, talking through it, and offering something that we weren't getting elsewhere. So I kind of felt like right away we were onto something. I think that might answer your question. I mean, once I'm done making my stuff, I don't watch it ever again. I might if I need to refer to it. I mean, I remember them because I spend so much time with one. From building it to flying it to editing to distribution of the content, I guarantee you there's 10 hours in every plane. Easy. Oh, thanks, Tugs. Earl says, yeah, here's the thing. Don't misconstrue it, Earl. Sometimes unedited video have better value in my eyes. And listen, I understand exactly why you say that. And when I say editing, what I mean is putting together the whole piece. My flights, these guys know. When I take it off, I may edit the crud out of the intro because I talk too long, and cut it up into what I want you to hear. But the flight, the takeoff to the landing, it's real time. It's real time. That's why I leave stupid stuff in there, like hitting reverse by mistake on the Viper 90, or even on this one, where I forgot to assign the safe, but I went through my whole thing where I flip it upside down and flip safe. It didn't happen. I could have cut it out. I didn't. The landings on the P-51 Mustang, I could have made myself look really good and cut out the bouncy ones. I don't. So I hear what you're saying. I think on surface the videos could be really long and I mean, it all depends on the heart of who's doing the editing work, the art of that edit, and what their whole vibe is. If you're offering value and you want the people who watch your content to have a real honest take at what you're putting out there, then you're not going to cut out that stuff. I don't cut that stuff out. I want you to know what you're getting. A lot of you guys have been watching me for a long time. I tell you what, in the comment sections of my P51 video, I got thanked so many times for leaving the bad landings in. And I feel bad because I know that's hurting sales, but I feel glad because I gave real value to those people. They're like, they know, they've been watching my videos, they know how I can fly. Some of them think I'm maybe pretty okay. And they're like, if he's bouncing that around, there's no way I'm gonna get along with that plane yet. So I understand why people don't want tricked. And that's why you find a YouTuber, whether it's me or anybody, who is putting out what speaks to you. There's so many different brands, so to say, of style of content. You find the people you like, the way they deliver it, they resonate with you. I feel like the guys I have are super discerning consumers and pilots. I'm not doing a bunch of bang good stuff just to pad numbers. I have a solid quality base of people that watches this stuff, man. And yeah, I talk about editing all the time because I color correct, and if it's blown out, I fix the contrast. I like throwing music on it at the beginning, but I try to. The only reason you're going to hear music during a flight is if the audio was garbage, or if maybe it wasn't me and nobody was talking. But yeah, I get why folks don't trust the edit. You want to watch the fancy hype video, you watch the product video from the manufacturer. A lot of times those are really cut up a lot. It's just passes. But like, you want to get an idea from start to finish what it's going to fly like. That's why I put the flight time and the cell voltage at the end. That's why I tell people where I put the stinking battery. That's why I tell folks I set it up by the book and what rates I'm flying at, because I want to give the most value. I don't want to just make a visual piece only. I consider it infotainment. I hope you're entertained, and I hope you get the information you come for. I have not let the comments roll forever because Earl, I'm not mad at you, man. I just get excited, and I'm drinking coffee, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks, David. I love the crawler stuff, and I'm on the crawler stuff. I'm gonna edit the crap out of those because you don't need to see me turning around, you know, to line up on another, you know, segment. Those videos are very slow, so I want to keep them moving. So I've really enjoyed the way editing the surface videos. It requires a different mentality and approach to the edit. And I like getting stretched. In my life, I feel like I get stretched all the time. If it was up to me, I'd be, I don't know, man. If it wasn't for my wife and things that have stretched me out of myself, there's no way I'd be here talking to you guys. I'd just be in a corner rocking in fetal position or something. Not quite. But like, I've been really good at minding my own business for a long time, but I used to do rock and roll, and I'm a bit of an arty guy who loves to create. I've worked on houses forever, which was remodeling, which always fulfilled me to see something created. So yeah, man, I'm going off right now, but I'm trying to make slick videos that appeal to the mainstream also. That's why I'm using that kind of vloggy music, and I'm making videos I want to make. And in the middle is the real chunk that I know y'all come for. I might decorate it in the beginning and cut in some stuff, and I'm really just trying to, look, you're sitting there watching this thing, so I'm going to give you a bunch of stuff to look at. You know, once you take it out of the context of what it is, like me right here with this plane, or you wanting to buy one and go fly it, I'm also really cognizant of what it is to sit and watch a video, and I try to make it appealing and keep your attention. 1.1 Trojan or 1.3 Cherokee. Either one are going to be good ones, Harrison C. I know I've missed a lot of comments, guys. If you got anything, throw it back on me. Bluesman 463. I cannot recall, and I don't think so. He asked me if on the E-Flite A10 did I have to cut out some foam on the canopy to get the 4000 to fit, or canopy to close. I don't think so. And I think if you move the battery all the way aft like it really needs to be for CG, then you don't have that problem with the canopy, the cockpit. Gregory H. Do I know any place to get the Bobcat with the ducted fan motor? There was 7 of them flying at Fort Wayne, but I could not find any on the internet. Number 1, Pilot Ryan. Thank you, man. I don't know. Is that a Hobby King plane? I would probably ask GB Linden or John VHRC or perhaps even Jeff's Custom. I feel like they are more of an authority on the Hobby King products. Yeah, I've learned. I mean, I've been doing this a minute. So back to the, editing stuff a little bit. There were, back in the past, there were definitely times where I did cut videos up to create what the job was, which was a flight video from a company that displayed the plane. If I was making mistakes, they were mine. They weren't the plane's. And this is a brand new product, and I was very worried about my position, and that was the job. And I did edit, videos differently. But as we did this thing, even the owners at Motion were like, you know what, the guys would want to see the whole thing. And so that's how I have learned to do things the way I do them, is from feedback from you guys in comment sections for years. So that's why we try to deliver what it is I think you guys want to see, which is sometimes something just to back up what the manual says, or share our own experience. You take it or leave it. You see what works for us. I don't think we ever act like what works for us is the one and only absolute way, but that's how we get it done. And for the folks who are nervous about performing safely, bringing that thing home in one piece, it's tremendously valuable stuff. So Gregory H., thanks a lot for that, man. Philip Bender says he just flies his A10 with a 4000, just slide it all the way back, it clears, and the CG is fine. Yeah, I love that plane on the 4000, and I really liked it on the 3200, and I think I put them both back all the way. Honeychuck says original Bobcat was a balsa kit EDF. So anybody can help our guy out on a Bobcat motor or knows exactly what he's talking about, and you can help him out. Let's figure it out for Gregory H. Adrian, how do you say your name, my friend? Adrianus? I'm going to just have to say Adrian because I don't want to mess it up. AZ. Great content. What would you recommend, the Ultra Micro A10 or the Ultra Micro Turbo Timber? It depends on your experience. What have you been flying? Have you been flying stuff? If you haven't been flying very long, I would say the Turbo Timber for sure over the A10. Save the A10 for a little while. Gosh, I know I'm missing so much, guys. I'm sorry. Like I said, ask it again. We're rolling with 100 folks in here. George, thank you for the super chat. I'm not even sure I said anything yet. Thank you so much for that super chat, George Watts. Appreciate you. How much room in the RV? Paul Ballard. Man, it's all on the channel, man. Just scroll through the channel. Watch videos. Close enough, says AZ. Twin City Moose says people should start doing review videos as to physically show on the plane what CGE people are using instead of saying a certain amount of millimeters. I think that would be great info. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, the last thing I want to do when I'm making those things is to flip it upside down and balance it on my fingers. That I go with recommended equipment. And if people want to fly different batteries, it's easy to check out the tech specs and see what those batteries weigh. I'm telling you right where I'm putting their batteries. And I hear you. I hear you. The effort it takes to get this stuff done, when on top of full responsibility, it's easy to miss some of those finer points, and I hear you. That's one of those things I'm always a little bit weird about, the CG. I just do what I do with it. I say what I do, and I kind of leave it alone. I think the minute you start being that so specific, it could be a little bone of contention for someone to pick on you if they have trouble with theirs. Yeah, and I mean, there's so many different ways to approach making video. I feel like at this point, for me, I know what I'm here for, and it's been easy. I put out a lot of videos over the years, so what I do also is sustainable in an approach. It's easy for me to kind of do, and so that's why I do it like that. But some guys, I'm sorry. Ding. But some guys do it differently, and their videos are for different purposes. Posterity or just a visual. At this point, I've been blabbing so long, I can't stop now. Fred uses a lot of slow-mo and uses, I think, like music you'll recognize, which for me I can't do because of copyright stuff and monetization. Check out Fred Barron RC, guys. He's got a bunch of videos, and he's mixing it up a little bit. He's got some on-ground stuff. He's got some on-board stuff. And a lot of these guys have been making videos of what they've been doing. You know, just to, like, kind of catalog. It's almost like a journal, you know. Their journey, too. Everybody's is different. Man, Fry Guy, how wide is a battery compartment in the RV7? It's like 6 feet, dude. It's like 6 feet. I'll tell you. Inside or outside diameter? Let's go outside. Outside diameter at the front of the battery hatch is like 5 3/4 inches. I mean, it's huge. I'm standing up. I'm standing up, homies. Let me fix it. Good times, man. That wasn't enough. Shoot. That'll work. Okay, man alive. Inside diameter. Now he tells me. What do you want to put in it? A 2-liter bottle of soda? Dude? What's your quota for soda? 4 inches at the narrowest spot. Yeah, 4 inches actually inside diameter from front to back. And then depth wise, I mean, son of a gun, dude. Before the receiver, you got 7.5 inches. Supply chain, it's hard to get materials. I mean, prices are going up on everything. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's RC or not, it seems. Yeah, man. I'd say Horizon's definitely on it with quality control. Nothing's perfect, but you know, it is up to the pilot to pre-flight real planes, and you should pre-flight your models too. Every screw you can get to, make sure it's tight. You can fit a couple Wappas in it. The whole #1 meal, yeah. Holy smokes, man. David Snyder's Bronco is looking sick. Yeah, Bobby's a little under the weather, man. He's had to do some dental stuff, and so he's keeping quiet. Roman McGowan, hey Pilot Ryan, would you sign a Motion RC MiG-15 if I buy it Monday? I don't work there. I mean, if you had one like right here, I would do it for you, but I'd rather sign something else. Just saying. Yeah, you wouldn't know. I mean, the hundreds of videos still rolling over there. Working, y'all. Bigfoot gonna be passing out cheeseburgers, hopefully right in my mouth. Let's see, what am I missing now? Yeah, man, so yeah, those things don't ship from here, Roman, so I wouldn't have any way of getting you a signature on it, bud. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's an opportunistic move for the reason you're seeing prices go up. I don't think it is an opportunistic move. I mean, containers are like easily 3 times more than they used to cost. I mean, honestly, they could jack them up to be opportunistic, but I don't. That's not what's up. They want you to buy this stuff at volume. Everybody really wants to, I would say, keep it as sensible as they can. But you know, think about it. Like if you're making products and they are so popular, you can't hardly keep them in stock. I mean, man, you don't need to be bargain basement prices for them. I think it's amazing that Horizon does that 3 and 4 times point stuff as often as they do, because man, it's hard to get stuff. Yeah, man, David Snyder's OV10 is looking sweet. I'm loving the smart batteries. I mean, I've had really good luck with every batteries that I've had the fortune to use. When I was at Motion, I didn't have any trouble with my Admiral packs. Once I left, I was flying Roaring Tops and RC Jetworks batteries, and once the relationship with Horizon developed, it's been easy to fly smart packs. So I'm digging them all. Man, we are rolling. Yeah, 4-time points. I mean, come on. Yeah. Yeah, Earl. You ain't lying. Scotty Story, what up? Yeah, I mean, I'll use whatever I have, but since I have them, I love that smart stuff. Being able to just scroll over and show you guys what my cells say without having to get down there in it is awesome. Very cool. That F-22 is pretty sick, man. Airvex, yeah, you're probably right. You know what, Bluesman 463? I guarantee you, I told you how long I got in the videos. I definitely invite you to go back and look at my E-flite A10 videos, and I'm fairly certain I told you what I got out of 3200s. I'd venture to say I probably played it safe and was setting the timer at 3 minutes, but it was probably 3 minutes in the power, which means I was up longer than that. But I'd have to go back and look at my videos to see. We made 2 or 3 or 4 videos on that thing. I wish I knew better, but I would shoot for between 3 and 4 minutes. I'd go 3 at first just to see. Fred says he misses the old green E-flite batteries because you got more for your money since they grew as you used them. They puffed as you used them. Ken Bird says he missed the comment on graphene batteries. Is that available for RC planes? Yeah, I think that technology is working its way into some manufacturer stuff. Dave Snyder using Roaring Top in the Bronco. Nice. Scotty Story says he's getting 4 minutes and he's got 2 3S 4000s in series on his A10. Dwan's waiting on parts still on his. Ron for the Hills Mining, what's up, man? $100 folks. Ken Kraus wants to know, Dwan, which A10 you're talking about. I imagine it's the E-flite A10. Miller RC likes the Dynegy graphene batteries. I've not heard of them, I suppose. RC Plane Addicts using Turnigy heavy duty from Hobby King. He says he's got 6 of them. Not doing bad for himself. Plenty of time on 4006S Smart Packs, yeah. No Velcro needed, honey Chuck. That's right, man. They conform to shape. Jiffy Pop Jeff. Roman McGowan, yeah, I need to make some. I mean, honestly, I have stickers at my Teespring store. I don't really have any on site. But yeah, man, we can do something for sure. The Teespring store is awesome because I don't have to stock t-shirts in multiple different colors and sizes, and I know the stickers are a little expensive, but they are available on my Teespring store, which is right. You can get to it from everywhere. My website, underneath the videos. If you go to the home screen of the YouTube channel and click store, it'll take you right there too. I need to do a whole lot of new merchandise stuff, but priorities. I got stomped on the last logo, so I'm not in a hurry. I got a pretty good placeholder right now that my buddy Scott Settle whipped into shape with me, man. Camera's nice, isn't it? It ought to be for what it runs. Holy smokes. Yeah, Chucky, I got swag, dude. I got swag. I got a lot of merch. Even though I had to wipe out most of it because of the logo, I still have a ton. Still have a ton. Get y'all some. Join the channel. Click the links, man. All that stuff. I had to get a new one because I'm off the business plan since the in-laws sold the business. Pelican case, man. I can drive nails with this son of a gun, I think. I wanted the 13 Pro, but they didn't have them. It was my old Pilot Ryan Media logo that looked like a department store from the 70s. It was the Ray-Ban logo. Tweaked. Somebody turned me in. So I had to undo 80 videos worth of thumbnails and branding on my YouTube channel and get rid of a ton of merch that I, paid to design, traded to design. Roman McGowan says he's going to get the Ultra Micro Ultra Extend through PilotRyanMedia.com. Thank you so much for that. We did a video on that thing, so if you check that out, the link's in the Discro. Lionel Randall, I did not fly today. I watched my kid play soccer, and then I've been here working, and it's kind of rainy day. I'd probably show you one of those logos. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to go to the bathroom as well. I'll be right back. Maybe if I can. There we go. All right. So this is the logo. Yeah, I had to take this is it. I was so proud of that, man. So the YouTube thing isn't really a problem, but the font was too much like Ray-Ban, and somebody turned that in. Like what, a little 17,000 sub channel gets turned into Luxottica out of Italy and has to nix all my thumbnails, a bunch of them on my channel, and then also a bunch of Instagram posts. All the branded content I had, you know, a lot of it. So that's what's up. That's why now it's just like typewriter style or nothing. I'm just using my face, my stupid face, for the branding now. Yeah, what are you going to do, though? It's like chasing down the people that steal your content to make these junk advertisement posts on Facebook. They're just going to change their name. At least with Luxottica, they're big enough, they're scary enough, I didn't want to mess with them. You know, here's the deal, Jeebs, and I appreciate that sentiment. They already have to live in their own skin. Whatever was wrong with them in the first place to want to turn a guy in for that stuff, they got bigger problems than whatever happens to them in the tool shed. They got to wake up in their own skin every day. How miserable are you? I refuse to. I mean, I'm not. I don't want to hear from them again. So look. I will own that. I definitely took the Ray-Ban font and had a designer make my stuff look like it as much as possible. So if that's not copacetic in the realm of intellectual property, I can't plead ignorance and continue to do it after they brought it to my attention and threatened litigation. So I did that. I'm accountable. I'm the captain of that ship. I'll do what I have to do. So I took it down. I'm not going to fight them. I'm not going to fight Ray-Ban, dude. I can't, you know, I'm hanging on to the old job because I can't afford to not stay with it. I can't afford to fight those turkeys. So that's why all that stuff's been in just... I mean, y'all probably don't notice, but I just don't have... I really just haven't used anything lately. Like I said, Scott Settle put a little thing together for me, and that's working good for now. Is what it is. But there's a bunch of other merch on the store. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, I sold them. What? Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It's annoying, of course, it's super annoying. Yeah, I mean, I sold the shirts with my designs on them. So, yeah. There's a huge effort that goes into producing stuff. So, yeah, you make a little, but you also put, every year I throw $400 or $500 in just having that website to try to make it easy for y'all to click the stinking links. and extensions and the sound, you know, that's all this stuff. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I choose it. I mean, not unfortunately, but this thing has turned into something worth holding on to. You know, seamlessly left a situation back to my old channel without missing a beat. There's effort in that. You know what I mean? There was a lot of effort in that. And the things you pay for save you time. You know, I pay for editing software. I pay for that website. You know, that's how it goes. And you guys all help. I'm not complaining. It's awesome. Even if you do nothing but watch videos, you're helping. Dude, it's their intellectual property. It doesn't even matter. It's theirs. It's trademarked. They would have won. Yeah, Hanger 51. A lot of people made, and I appreciate that. It speaks a lot about how you guys feel about me. I am a bit of an artist, and it's got to be what I want exactly. Air Marshal knows. We worked together to develop all that branding with the Ray-Ban stuff. The Boozers helped me initially, and then the YouTube logo and all that stuff, and all of the look. You know, I used to have this thumbnail that looked like the Late Show. There was the moon in it, and just all kinds of stuff I did with Air Marshal and the Boozers to come up with this stuff and dial it in and get it exactly how I want it. And I'm so miffed about not being able to use what I want. I was so proud of that logo. I've been wearing Ray-Bans since I was 8 years old. I love that logo. It worked for me. I thought it was slick. It's kind of vintage, and so it's got to be that or completely different. So buddies of mine that have made stuff that looks similar, just not gonna happen, because it's got to be. We worked and got what I wanted, and if it can't be that, then it's not going to be close. Yeah, this is my regular old camera, but I'm using some studio light now, which helps a lot. This is still the Canon XA50, which I mean, thank you guys for that too. I mean, that's a $2,400 deal. And you guys that have the Sony AX53s, that's a good camera. You do not need to spend $2,400 to have a good camera. If I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have bought this one. I'd have got the Sony AX53. The stabilization is better, and the autofocus allows you to actually hand the camera to anybody. The autofocus does not regain itself very good on this one if you're doing flight videos, so we have to shoot in manual all the time, which not everybody can understand, setting depth of field and stuff. Nah, Scotty Story, it's a great idea, but I don't want a contest because I'm too picky. It's the light is what's making it look good, you guys. I'm pretty sure. Right? It's totally the light. Totally the light. It helps. Yeah, Noons, it's a good one. Yeah, great makeup person. Great people. Great staff. I wanted an eye cup. That was the thing too. I was already convinced. I think on the XA50 once I was shopping it. Yeah, who knows? Who cares? Look, like this is the first adversity I've run into. How many of the guys are still around doing it from back in the day of like brand work, right? Like the Banana guys and the Nitroplanes guys. You don't see those dudes I don't see them in the community, let alone on video. I'm here, man. It's not because I'm a softie, you know. Shoot, I had about the dream job, man. It didn't happen, and I'm here, man. I hung on. I'm here. That logo stuff ain't gonna mess with me. We'll figure it out. F-16. The big one, HSD, bro. Air Marshal, what's happening? Yeah, that's a big HSD F-16 Twin City, and we got a handful of videos of it right here on the channel, man. They're good. SIBO Racing. Oh, goodness, Dwan. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not missing stuff. Oh, dude. Who was that? Tug Hill. Thanks for the super chat, man. I'm sorry it takes me so long to see him sometimes. Thank you so much for that, all you guys. Yeah, what are you going to do, man? I'm not going to spend my time chasing them down. Boba Fett, is the FMS P47 Razorback good? Yeah, I love it a lot. Once again, please go check out the videos of it on my channel. There's an assembly, there's like the shakedown, and then there was a flight from Neffy at an event after I'd done the custom paint on the thing. Love that plane. Still got it. Will always have one. That's my second one because my first one went midair. SIBO Racing. Are you Ron? Yeah, man. Cool. I didn't bust you up with my links and stuff. Hopefully you used them, but it was a pleasure to talk to you about that. Yeah, I love the FMS P47. If you can get the 1.2 E-Flight P47, it's cool too. The Aeros P47 is okay, but man, small stuff. The misnomer, when you don't know airplanes yet, you see a small one and you're a beginner and you're like, ah, that's for me, because it's small. Bigger flies better, it's no joke. It does. Ron for the Hills Mining. I built that at the field, right, Ryan? Which one? The E-Flight one? Yeah, I think I did. And that Motion was still selling E-Flight back then. I think I did that video for them, as a matter of fact. Air Marshal had a big dinner tonight. Just woke up. Man, don't say dinner. Yeah, Tim Smith. You know, the guy who's contacting me from Luxottica talking about intellectual property is not the same person in the marketing department that would make those decisions. I wish. I love my Snow Valley Park, man. You ain't lying. I love my logo and supply all sorts of merch to my customers. Logos become very personal. They are. They are. No freedom, Fox. Gilbert, sorry. No freedom, Fox. Creating no wake against the $1 billion boys is ridiculous. Not gonna work. It will cost them. What? Cost who? Me fighting them? Yeah. Not worth it. That's a good question. Somebody else, I may not have an answer, but what do you guys think? Airvext is asking us, Which do we think is faster, the FMS 1.5 P47 on 6S or the E-Flight 1.2 on 4S? Guys, answer in the comments down below. David Snyder, he got a spit back. He told me. Sibo Racing, you ain't lying, man. I know. I need to go 8S on it still and let you guys know what I end up figuring out. Honestly, I need to do some e-calc stuff with Air Marshal because I want to get the that 1.7 Corsair fast. Philip Bender says Petrinchik Brothers just did the Freedom Fox. Nice. Man, we're rocking. We got over 100 folks. Avian Motors, Spectrum equipment, will they be better? Yeah, same with the E-Flight motors. I mean, honestly, the FMS motors would be fine if they were rated correctly. It's not the quality of the motor, it's the quality of the setup, like the thought work that was done. The KV needs to be higher, stuff like that. Boss223 says the 4S, Micah. Noon says the E-Flight on 4S also. Yeah, man, it needs to be a little faster. I agree. Scotty Story, yeah, it is the RV7 behind me. I got a video on it I put out Friday. And it got night flights and more stuff coming on it too. And a little bit of night flying on the Instagram with Bobby K. Gary Gasser, that's the big Phoenix Spitfire. It's Bobby K's. It's going to be, I think he's doing 12S? I could be wrong. Chris Harley says his E-Flight 1.2 Mustang does 80 plus level flight every time on 4S using a Sky RC GNSS. Mustangs are always going to be faster. All right. Yeah, that's why I want to get with the eCalc program and dial in some numbers and figure out with my buddy Air Marshal what I need to do for the ESC and motor on that big Corsair, because I want it to go fast because I've flown it stock and it's not it needs to go faster. It just needs to go faster, man. It's a warbird. It's a hot rod. It needs to be. Jim Kerr, I have a new Flightline Sea Fury 12 1.2. I have the recommended Admiral 4000 4S as you reiterated. Do you still think I need 3 ounces of weight in the nose? My club says I do. Is my video still up at Motion? I don't remember if I put weight in the nose or not. I did the 4000 4S all the way forward, if I remember. The thing flies amazing. The one thing that's going to make you feel like it's tail heavy is the way that plane acts with flaps deployed. I think 2 or 3% a down elevator with the flaps is going to make that thing a dream. And I don't know if that video that I made for them is still up. I think I covered all that in it though, but I love the way that plane flew. Hated it on approach until I put a down mix in it, and then it was money every time. That thing flies great. Honestly, I feel like Sea Furies and P-47s share a lot of character. Even though the wing is lower on the bottom of the fuse on the Sea Fury, not in the middle. They still very much fly the same. Tugs, you ain't lying. Hey, all you new guys, subscribe. Man, if you like this conversation, you like this group, you like this community, stick around. Don't miss it, because I put out content every week. Not just this stream. I mean, every week, at least something. And, you know, it really should be a few times a week. But we're getting there. It's kind of fun to keep up on the other stuff, too. I'm even doing TikTok a little bit. I mean, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you know. If you're doing this stuff, you kind of got to do it all, man. Twin City, man, out of the box, Flightline Corsair, I never felt the need for a power upgrade. I think a lot of people would agree with me. As much as I kind of hate to say it. Yeah, out of the box, that one's definitely faster. It's smaller, so it's going to be a little faster anyway, but it seemed to be appropriately thought out in the way of power system. I just have to say, the truth is the truth. All right, Noon, see you later, dude. What, Francis? That's crazy. Francis says he got 92 miles an hour out of a Dynam Grand Cruiser with bigger props, sucker pulls, 3 pound static monster. I can't believe it didn't pull itself apart. Burke Eschler, yes, 100%. Yeah. Scotty Story, do you have the 1400, the 1450 to be precise, millimeter P51 from FMS, or you have the 1.7, Scotty? Which one you got? I agree with you. It's enough, but I thought it could also be a little bit faster too. I feel like a lot of guys were doing that zip tie mod, and that helped them a little bit. I never understood that. I think now if you can manage to get your hands on one of those 650 kV motors that FMS uses in like their P40, you'd probably be just fine. Back in the day, the 4-bladed prop FMS 1400 millimeter planes had a 540 kV motor, and strangely enough, I felt like their 1400 millimeter Corsair was faster than the Mustang on the same motor. But their 3-bladed stuff, they were doing 580 kV, so like the Zero, the 109, the Falk Wolf, the Trojan even, was way faster than the Mustang, I thought. But the Mustang fly, yeah, 1450. It flies so good. If you can get, I wonder, and somebody might know, if the 650 kV motor that goes in the P40 might be a bolt-in, drop-in fit. That will wake it up. And then I know a lot of guys swear by the zip tie mod. I never wanted to do it because I felt like I might be asking for an imbalance situation. Wings88 says he took the FMS 300 kV, I assume, out of the FMS 1700 P51 because it was so slow. It took bird strikes from the rear, put 400 in it, and got a bit of speed now. Yeah, I think the early 1700s had the 300, and then they realized it wasn't good, and they put a 360 in it, and then it was a lot better. Dennis Farley says it's a drop-in fit. That's great, and he would know. So the 650 kV 4S motor that comes out of the FMS P40B is a drop-in fit in that Mustang. That's how you do it if you want to stay on the cheap and stay 4S. And you're able to use the same ESC, I imagine, too, Dennis. What do you say there? Ken Krause, see there, you're talking totally modifying planes to get performance because out of the box they're so insufficient. That's what guys are doing. When I made my videos, I didn't do any of that. I flew it the way it came. That's my point. I'm flying them the way I come, so y'all know what you're getting. Y'all make the decision. Yeah, they need to do some things to make them a little faster. For sure. But it's a known fact, so the customer gets to decide if they want to take that challenge on. I flew a lot of those 1400 millimeter Mustangs. I never changed a thing on them. It's a funny position, you know. I mean, it's if you're a manufacturer and the guys you send the stuff to market are like out of the box, changing it up. It's I wouldn't like that if somebody did that to my products. Miller RC, like, zip ties are the greatest ever. People swore by that. Super cheap mod too, by the way. Cheaper than getting a 650 in there. But Dwan, you ain't lying. That thing flies really good on 4S. That's a great Trojan. The 1.2 Trojan, that's a good one. Yeah, Ken, you ain't lying. 2-blade props. Yeah, I hate doing that to Warbirds though. Like whatever I do to the Corsair, I want to keep that prop, the 4-blader. That's what drives me nuts about the gassers. It looks amazing, and you get to the front and they got some little tiny 2-blader on it. Or even a big 2-blader. I'm like, what? It's a Warbird, man. Yeah, Kenny. And not everybody wants to go 6S though. So if you're wanting to keep the plane and stay as cheap as possible and stay 4S, I feel like what I've been saying is the way to go. I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, put a frickin' turbine in it if you want to go crazy. Bigger ESC, leave the motor alone, go 6S. Is that what you're saying? That's not bad. If you got 6S stuff. What about the 1.7? I mean, that's a 6S Mustang. What about the 1.5? The E-Flight Mustang is bad to the bone on 6S. Out of the box. You can buy the scale props for the gassers too. Yeah, I would. It drives me nuts to see those. Not. I can handle them being a little bit small as long as they got the right prop blade count. I did get the higher pitch prop for the Corsair, but it didn't make a notable difference. Scotty Story, yeah, you could look up the 580 kV, but Dennis Farley says the 650 fits. That's what I'd be looking at, man. The 650 kV. If I wanted to stay 4S, I'd be looking at the 650 kV FMS motor that comes off of the P40B all day long through pilotRyanMedia.com. Ching. People, I'm not, yeah, tall guys, RC, don't be afraid to show people that out of the box sometimes they suck. I'm not sure I'd stay in this very long it's all about how you approach it. It really is. And I lay it out there and you all have to make the decision. My job is to really show them the way they come. So you get to make the most educated decision you can make. Look, I'm usually happy with everything. I'm not happy with the FMS Corsair though. I'm gonna speed it up. And I'll let you know. I'll share it with you guys. Michael Bear says not everybody has big money like Kenny. Alright, RC Plane Addict. See you later, dude. Perhaps the better question is, if RPM equals speed, would more blades increase prop RPM or decrease it? I think it would decrease it, but you may gain more thrust for that effort. Yeah, no, it doesn't suck. It's just slow. Yeah. And it is a little backwards, right? Because the V1 Corsair, they let go with the 300 kV motor in it, and then they put a 360 on it, upgraded it. Here they come out with a version, whatever it is, 3, and they didn't go 360 on it. It's like a 300. Like, what the what? Don't make sense, man. The little P39 is awesome. Boozer in the house, man. What up, dog? When's that kid coming? And even saying the Corsair is slow is a bit subjective. It's very scale. That's probably what I said too. It is very scale, like so scale. So scale it hurts. So scale, I want to speed it up. Pilot Ryan, do you trust or ever fly with free wing gyro? The only thing they had a gyro in isn't it the Space Needle F-104? I don't use the Admiral receivers, if that's what you're asking. But I don't know if I've had any experience with the free wing gyro, so I can't really say. What's up, Che? Che opened up my video, man, for the Horizon Hobby coverage. Yeah, two blades perform better. They just, on a Warbird, man, come on. 27 days. All right. Awesome. What was I going to ask you? Oh, I know. I'll get you later. Most people fly their scale planes way too fast, says Fred. Here's the deal. Fly this Corsair and then come talk. You feel like you're on the ragged edge. It's nice to have it there when you want it. Che in the house. Oh man, I was glad to meet you. Yeah, man. That was a lot of work, but I enjoy that video. I might watch that one. I spent so much stinking time with it though, dude. Ute, what's up? Man, we got about 100 in here. What's up, guys? How long we been going? 2 hours. Holy smokes. Talk to me. Questions are free. Answers are $5. Let's do this. If you're new, subscribe. Let's go, man. We got 17.2K in the house on here. Me and Bobby McGee says fire the camera guy. Thank you very much. How's your channel doing? Nice to have it when you want it. Yeah, man. I was really hoping that change on the prop would help. I don't know, Boozer. Yeah, wrenches are $50. The thing is, man, if I'm fixing a product, I'm not gonna use. I'm using Horizon stuff to upgrade the Horizon products that I've gotten from them. I'm not gonna use other stuff. Tall Guys RC, it flew really good on 3S. I flew it, and you'll see that video probably in a couple days. when I flew it on 3S, I flew it on a big 4000 3S, and I moved it back a good bit. So, yeah, it flew great on 3S. This ain't my basement, dog. This is Bobby's warehouse up in the front. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah, I'm not going to use their stuff to upgrade their product. Ken Kraus, no. What? Olson wants to know, Ryan, how did you modify axles for 6-inch Dubro on Draco? I just put 5s on it and no mods. They are good. I haven't done it yet, so I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do 5.5s on it. Yeah, man, that Corsair, I did fly it as it was, and it needs to be sped up. It just needs the power, dude. Hamilton's Hangar, tall grass and swamp in Florida currently. Ute won a Viper and a smart battery. Sick. Dwan says he wishes his wife would record for you. I use a Runcam HD2 for onboard flight videos. Nice. My wife was not into it. I tried it, but she was not into it. All right, Ken, you out of here, man. See you later. Man, 100 dudes. Questions? Sweet, Dad, you're getting your eyes fixed. Awesome. Let's see, I don't want to miss anything. Roman says he's got to go give somebody on RC Groups a piece of his mind. Some people are so rude. Don't feed the trolls, man. See you later. Come back now, you hear? Ha. Moff. Back in the archives, checking out the Rock Hobby Critical Mass unboxing. Ha. Hilarious. Man, where's the food, dude? Dang it. Your work basement. Yeah, man, I'm up in the front of the warehouse. Yeah, I used to do RC Groups forever. Forever. But it's a visual. I like pictures and video and stuff, man. It can be a helpful place. You have to learn, if you spend enough time on there, you learn who's full of it and who's not. And there's a lot of very strong opinions from people who have never seen it or flown it. I tend to want to rely on folks that have had their hands on it. Yeah, George. Pearls before swine, man. It applies to RC too. Hey, we have a great community, man, on all over, but legit, the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, there's a lot of question and answer going on with the community right there too, and you know, it's easy to get a hold of all of us through DMs, through comment section, through you know, if you go to pilotryanmedia.com, all my socials across the top. And one of them gets you to the email, info@pilotryanmedia.com, where you can ask me questions directly too. Am I going to null? Nope. Not this time. Not this time. Tim Smith wants to know who's going to Null. You guys come to Alabama, man. Come to Alabama. Somebody help me answer this for Gilbert. He's looking for a good FPV system to install in one of his slow planes. What would you recommend? He's thinking about the DJI Fly system, trying to get 4K video with audio. You guys have an answer for him on that? Tim Smith, Brad was at Null today. Pay It Forward RC says he was at Null today. Jason is packing up to go. Victor says he's not going to Null. There's events around him coming up. Brad lives close, so it makes a lot of sense for him. It's nice up north at the Bigfoot Fly-In, says Jeff in Lower Alabama. Boozer says he's going to Null at the end of the month, taking all my vacation for baby Boozer. Miller says he uses groups, RC groups for the classifieds. Sweet Foam, Alabama. Good one, Fred. The DJI is pricey, but it's super reliable, you know, from what I understand. And my experience with the DJI stuff has been really good. Litz RC, hello. Hello. New guys, man, if you're not subbed up and you like RC, let's do it. Marshall's already been to the Birmingham club, so he knows how nice that field is. Super pumped. The Bigfoot Fly-In at the Birmingham club is a great field to fly at. Awesome. Litz RC wants to know if Kenny's going to Alabama. If he's going, he says he's not. I'm just kidding. Tall Guys RC, I would do a Run Cam 2 FPV setup with a pair of fat sharks. Yeah, I feel like the answer to that question a little bit depends on how much a guy wants to, how techie they are a little bit. I know I'm intimidated by the stuff that's not plug and play when it comes to FPV stuff. I just don't know anything about it, so I feel like the DJI stuff is kind of like the Traxxas of FPV, where it's consumer grade, it's kind of easy, anybody can do it, and everybody's heard of it. George says he wishes he could make it to Birmingham. Man, I wish you could too. Thanks, Heli Thunder. Yeah, man, having a good time. Having a good time. I'm ornery. I'm fired up. I'm excited. Good stuff. I'm impatient. But man, I'm pumped. Anybody getting into drag racing, check out our buddy Earl Moorhead's videos. He does a lot of surface stuff. Paul McNeil just made mention of that. Yep, Earl knows his stuff, man, on the surface side. And yeah, check that out. Michael Bear says he would look at the Aero Scout for FPV. Love to watch us fly. Thanks, Litz. We love to do it. I tell you, it's emotional, what's it called, man? Emotional intelligence. I feel like I know where I'm the best served. Like, my best version of myself is when I'm doing this. When I'm doing this, man. When I'm out there playing and sharing this stuff is my favorite part of life. I mean, of course, I mean, man, my family, dude. There's nothing that's going to top that stuff. But a fella's got to do something. You can't just sit around at home. You know, you gotta go do your thing, man. So I've worked hard enough where I'm about to be able to pick what I do for my thing. Same with Video Critics, Pilot Ryan. Kenny is coming to the show, planning on coming to the show. He has to deal with some concrete, so we hope he is done. Yeah, watching that stuff dry is a real effort that must be accomplished. So as soon as Kenny's done watching the concrete dry, I think he'll boogie out. RC this. Dude, you look so young without the beard. Real talk. Just saying. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know it's true. You know what's funny about seasonal affective disorder? It spells sad. It's like it's wintertime. You're supposed to be sad. Wintertime for me, I'm not able to do this stuff. The days are super short. Like, I'm hiding behind a beard, dude. I'm just like, I don't want none. Nice. Mary Boozer says, speaking of plug and play, I did the new receiver. Oh, wow. I did the new receiver download for the Hanger 9 Ultra Stick today. The new receiver setup files are awesome. Setup Full House Crow and all in 3 minutes. Boss223, see you later, man. Keep the blue side up. Fred Barron, dude. Thank you so much for that super chat, dude. As always, you're a stud, man. Super generous. Check out Fred's videos, guys. He puts them out too. Or see this. You rock, man. You rock. Tell Kenny to bring the cheeseburgers. I would tell Kenny to bring the cheeseburgers, but they'd probably be fake. Every time I open up a plane around here, I find a gummy cheeseburger all the time. Bobby will be like over here doing something and I'm getting into a plane and then I cuss and throw a cheeseburger out into the warehouse. Ha. Thank you, Fred. Man, you guys are killer. Killer. I'm Scott Settle and the guys at Birmingham. I'm so excited to check that show out. It looks like a great field. Bobby and I are going to get up there early, and I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be about a week. I'm taking off. It's crazy because it's, you know, we have new owners where I'm at still, but they all know what's going on. They know I'm on my way, migrating into this new chapter of my life, and they're not giving me a hard time for asking off for a week right away. So, like, I think it's the 18th to the 24th or something. Gonna go live the dream, y'all. Roman McGowan is in Arkansas, wants to know what is going on in Alabama. Scott Settle, tell him what he's won. Or see this, man. Thank you very much for that. Because, hey, pretty soon, the idea is that it isn't links in the disc. It's still going to be links in the Discro, but it's going to be to our own website and physical location. I'm gonna really want you clicking then, and come on by too. By the way, if you can make it to where we're at. That's what we've been working on for a long time now. It's all on its way. Can't happen fast enough. But I'm gonna want y'all's clicks then too. Don't get it twisted, mister. But it's gonna be to be able to marry what we've been doing online already with a physical location and destination. Shop, plural, is going to be tremendous, and that's why you do see more surface stuff, because it's a part of it. It's all a part of it, and I love it. I'm about to do the Running Man up in here, Dave. We're getting there. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be cool. I really don't want to spill the beans, but I can't hardly keep it to myself. Eddie K cannot wait for the Bigfoot fly-in. And that's why you guys are my dudes. Through all the stuff, been through and done to get to this point, you guys are the OGs with me. This whole scene, all these channels that have come off of this, out of this group and are in this group. Look at all of our buddies getting jobs at Horizon and stuff. I mean, dude, this group is doing it. It's my turn to get in. Come on, man. Yeah, George, there's gonna definitely be, it'll be put on blast. It'll be put on blast. October 22nd through the 24th, www.birminghamrc.com, Bigfoot fly-in. We are excited to have everybody, a bunch of YouTube personalities, a bunch of folks from social, and other great sponsors. Oh gosh. We are excited to have everybody. We have a ton planned. Number 1, fly. Number 2, have. Huh? Alabama show is going to be awesome. The guys at Scott Settle and the crew are doing a great job to throw a great event. And there's promotional material all over Facebook. Go to RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. You can find the flyer right there. You can go to that www.birminghamrc.com website also and get pre-registered if you'd like. Jeff in Lower Alabama just dropped the link to the flyer. Brick and mortar shop, bro. Yeah, with racetracks and a park flyer field in the front. Boom. Click the links. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm sick of saying it. It's just going to be obvious, you know. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. It'll set the whole thing apart too a little bit. I mean, it's great. We doing business. Yeah, we're in Indiana, man. Up at the top, South Bend. South Bend. Look at 2.5 hours. Let's go 10, 15 minutes max. Usually I say 2 or 3, and that's never what it is. So, Bigfoot fly-in, Birmingham, Alabama. Come see us. There's a bunch of us going to be there. Bunch of us. It's so awesome to finally get faces to names I've known forever. And because of the way YouTube works, in the stream stuff, man, I mean, folks, you really get to connect. Community's not just some buzzword, bullshit buzzword. It's for real. It's for real. Folks are making deep friendships and connections here. And man, we need it now more than ever out in this world. Miller RC's in Texas. I love Texas, man. They've treated us really good out there before. We need to go on tour like rock stars is what needs to happen. I mean, it's kind of happening. Our buddy Jerry McGee, I think, is coming to the Alabama show, and him and Boozer, through the Pilot Ryan all-electric fly-in. I have trouble saying that. It's weird. In Imperial RC Club in Florida. That was a great show. So those, not Boozer, but it looks like our buddy Jerry McGee's coming. George Watts, thanks for everything. Good to see you in here, man. We have so much talent in here that contributes. If I don't know the answer, someone always does. I love it. I like standing up. This is cool, guys. What do you guys think about that? I like standing up. I'm a little bit more fired up. Yeah, dude. And us getting to meet you guys, Brad, is the bee's knees. I know Air Marshal will attest to this fact. I mean, deep friendships are made like this in person, in the real. And I tell you what, man, I know me and Marshall and Bobby just love hanging out and getting to meet you guys. And we get starstruck too. It's been awesome to hang out with the Horizon dudes. And whenever we have whenever we've been at a show, we've been able to, after hours, we're hanging out, man, with our buddy Jason. Like, Jason's all in. Like, don't think for a minute these guys are just all business. There's easier ways to make money, man. This all starts with a passion. It turns into business for people. God bless them. If I was a plumber, it would be okay to make money doing what I do. Sometimes people get weird when it's like arty or creative or you love it. That's their problem. Let me get up on it, bro. Pilot Ryan tour bus. You want to see my tour bus? I wasn't going to show this tonight. I got a Tonka truck Winnebago, dude. I'm ripping off the bottom, and it's going to be a crawler. The wheelbase is already sorted. It's going to be perfect. And it's going to be decked out. Decked out. I'm going to have my daughters help me, like, make it look like a 1970s rock star Winnebago or something. But, there you go. Skunk Works. Thanks, man. I'm on the jazz tonight. I'm on a little bit hungry and plenty of coffee and standing up. Chucky, it's going to be sick, dude. I've already spec'd it out. That's going to be a crawler. I mean, I'm not worried about crawling over stuff. It's super top heavy, but this thing is going to be tricked out almost as a joke. Olsen Aviation, that's a great question. And I refuse to answer it. I'm just kidding. So, Ryan, do you consult with Horizon on improvements for planes and future planes that they're gonna manufacture? So I would say that would be fantastic. And I definitely have the aptitude to be helpful. They at Horizon have loads of talent amongst the staff, and as much as I would love to be a part of that, they don't need me for it, I'd say. But the way things have always been for me in this business, normally by the time I get it, it's done. It's in the bag. I'm a marketing effort. You know what I mean? I did catch some problems here and there. With the suspension struts, that was an update add-on for the Flightline Tiger Cat. Nobody was looking at, really. And I caught problems on those twice and told them to nip them and get them right before you sell the wrong stuff. And I caught some stuff on some Dynams, like some early Dynams, you know, that Motion had first. But most everything else it's been done by the time I get it, really. Good question. Dexter loves the stand-up. Yeah, I like it. Ryan's doing a stand-up job. Gonna make a monster truck Winnebago. Yeah, man, it's gonna be on a Red Cat chassis. Ha! Gonna do a rollout awning on that RV. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I definitely have some big ideas. Michael says, when I fly my 1.7 P-51 Ferocious Frankie, I always feel like I'm on the verge of a stall. Speed it up, dog. I get it, though. They do look cool, bro. I saw it at a garage sale 2 doors down from a job I was doing this week. The guy wanted way too much for it. And I got him down some. But I told him what I was going to do with it. He ended up being really cool, and I go, so you still want what you initially said? He's like, you give me $20 less. All right, cool. Philip says he converted that to RC. I got it. I'm going to convert it. I got to drill out some rivets. The bottom of it's flat. It's going to be actually pretty easy to do if you got any kind of modeling ability at all. I would like to have lights in it, but that might be kind of tricky. But you know what? Anything can be done if you want to do it bad enough. I'm convinced. But you know, I mentioned, I think, to you guys before, like at the Horizon show, how when we were done flying through the Ring of Fire and it was getting nighttime, and there's all these spectators, like how I wanted to just pull a crawler with like a billboard trailer or something behind it that said like subscribe to Polarine Media. So this may be the thing that pulls that. That's what I'm thinking. It's heavy. It is so heavy, actually. Yeah, I saw those. I looked them up. It looks like they're going from anywhere between like $80 and $150 on like eBay. I did better than all that on it. See, Dad? RC keeping us from losing our minds. Ain't that the truth? Me too, man. Tonka, Winnebago. It's an Indian. Yeah, like 1970. And I'm going to have my girls help me deck it out. I'm going to go like, I want like carpet and shag and like miniature Christmas lights in it and all kinds of stuff. And I think it would be okay if there was like a modern TV on the wall that they happen to be watching Polarine Media on YouTube if you look inside. I found that they actually have people for it, you know, period correct, that went for this with this thing, but they all look like some scary doll from hell at this point, like a weird voodoo doll. I'm not gonna dig out the RV8, bro. Sorry, Hunter. We did a video on it. Bobby flew it. I filmed it. The wheels came off. Like for real, he flew the wheels off of it. Ha! Side pipes and dually rear wheels. Yeah, I'm pumped about this thing. I don't, no promises, but I'd like to have the Winnie ready to go, at least in part, by Alabama show. It's so sick. I thought I was going to have to, you know, I was really surprised. I was talking to Air Marshal when I was kind of specking it out, and I was really surprised that I thought I might have to get the Gladiator from Axial or like a 6x6 crawler and then do some like serious mods. But man, believe it or not, the wheelbase is damn near identical on the this Winnie and a Gen 8. No roof, what happens if it's raining? Yeah, man. It gets wet, I guess. RV, RC, a new category. I think that's so stupid to be awesome. I'm not going to change the paint at all. I need to figure out a trailer. I want to pull a trailer. I will, Chucky. I'll probably I'll take pics. Follow me on Soch, dude. Cause I'll put the progress pics up on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. All right, Miller RC. See you later. Yeah, we probably lost 20 dudes immediately when I started talking about trucks. Yeah, Olson. It's a big change, but yeah, Chucky. Yeah, that's right. I know you do. Thanks for that. Yeah, I'll definitely be easier to deal with. Paul Ballard. That's exactly right. Yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh, that's when you came back, Jeebs. Francis Conti, see you later, man. If you're talking to my father, cool. If you're talking to me, that's cool too. Good night to you as well. Fred Barron, man, I couldn't have said it better myself. Evil Knievel. I still have my Evil Knievel lunchbox, man. I don't have the thermos, though. No problem, Dexter. That is a big monster Phoenix Spitfire balsa bird. Bobby's making electric. It's a monster. It's a monster. I can't wait to see it fly. Cannot wait. Yeah, Paul. I'll probably, if I do lights, I'll probably just get the kit from Red Cat because, I mean, brake lights and all, reverse lights. I have an extra set of buckets and everything. You said 5 minutes, then my internet puked. That's cool, Olson. Great show. Been building FMS Mustang while listening, like having a buddy over while working on planes. Exactly why I call RC Pilots Lounge, man. When I first started this RC stuff, it was me and my dad doing it. And we spent so much time nerding out, fixing our planes, or building them from nothing. Yeah, it's a ball. Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox, no thermos. There you go, Chucky. Just good old boys. I got you, Francis. Thanks, man. Making a way every way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Yep. I used to watch that show every time. I had all the toys too, man. I remember one Christmas I must have got every Dukes thing they made. It didn't matter what size it was. I had it, dude. I had it. I think that's what got me going on jumping RCs. You know, I would build ramps. Nothing was RC that I had. You just push it, you know. And you would hope you could land well. Every now and then you would get it just right. And maybe get a good landing out of it, but gotcha. Godzilla driving the RV. That would be cool, man. Olson says, quit singing, stick to your day job. You know, little do you know, I had CDs, man. They played my stuff all over the college radio station in Muncie, Ball State. But you gotta have a bunch of raucous music over the top, man. Y'all just don't know. I did a Frank Sinatra act for like 2 years, man. John Schneider doesn't live far from you, Barry. Stingrays, man. Jeff in Lower Alabama. I had a Stingray that was my dad's 5-speed. You know what I mean? Maybe it was a 3. But we had to make it coaster brake and lose all that stuff. Lost the banana seat. But I still had the Gorilla bars. And I had a green Schwinn Stingray. No banana seat. No fenders. Had the Paragon slick on the back. after I got it fixed for my 7th birthday, but it popped and like, it was so old, dude, dry rot. It popped like first ride. I was bummed too, because I was all about having that slick tire on the back was just cool. But yeah, mine was stripped down, but they used to have the shifter, the fenders, the Paragon slick on the back, and the banana seat. Mine was stripped down, but I still had the bars, no fenders. And I ended up, after the fact, getting bigger, having BMXs and stuff, but the best jumping bike I ever had was that Stingray. It weighed a ton, but it was my favorite bike. My first bike was my favorite bike. Ha! Yeah, man. There you go, Brad. Little speakers and stuff in there. I want to have some fun with it. Rinsport Racer, any new electric warbirds coming out soon? Like to see a P47D. You know, not that I know of. But dude, there's a handful of good P47s out there. Yeah, dude, Bluetooth speaker would be awesome in there. Yeah. Burke says a buddy up here in Montana built a General Lee out of a Kyosho phaser. Is it online? I might have seen it. I've seen a few. I ain't singing right now, dude. I haven't done that in so long. I ain't doing it. Ape hangers. Yeah. I think that's the term. Oh my gosh. JM Online says P47 question mark electric? What? He would come on when I'm fitting to go. What? Ha! That's hilarious, Brad. Soon, Jason, what? Fred, that's what I was thinking with an old cell phone. I got a couple. Snow Valley Park says Skynetic will be doing something World War II soon, according to Alpha. Yeah, I won't be having that one. So, Springer front ends also. Yeah, mine didn't have that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Michael Bear. Yeah, I wouldn't say giving up, but yeah, I've been on my way to get out of that for many years. You know, ask yourself why a guy works so bloody hard on the side. I mean, there's something there I've been trying to achieve, and it's happening. Yep, that's what I'm doing. You only live once, man. As long as I can handle my business, I can do whatever the heck I want. It's you know what? Folks take pay cuts to do what they want, and it's okay. It'll catch back up. Heli Thunder, what link you talking about, dude? Yeah, the plain tees for sure, no doubt. I'm waiting for something to come over across here, man. Give me something to get excited about. I'll do the Running Man, dude. Send me a pic, bro. Man, I love it, dude. Sailors have been commenting on my Instagrams and stuff, tagging me in posts. It's cool to meet those cats. Everybody's got their style they like. I may not like a certain style of video, but that has nothing to do with personality. You know what I mean? Or friendliness. We're all doing the same thing, man. I know some guys get really honed in on one channel and then the rest are adversary. It doesn't have to be that way. I've been guilty of that too. Helly Thunder, hey Ryan, can I get my wrench back? Have we met in person? Or worked together in some capacity? Because that's what ended up happening. I had to take them all away because somebody who should have been on my side dorked me on a show where I had the biggest stream I've ever had. Was not the time to be like pressing in. Anyway, so, oh my gosh. You're being funny, dude. Right? Jason, you being funny, I think. So that's why guys have wrenches. I've worked with them in some kind of professional capacity, or we've met in person. And I'm not logged in to YouTube. I'm on my streaming software, so I couldn't give you one right now if I wanted to. It's not a deal. It's not a deal, man. I mean, it's not a thing. You gotta be kidding me. Good. I hope it does well. Cool. All right, Rensport Racer. Nice, Francis. Not that I recall, Francis. Ryan. Max Headroom style. YouTube video of a monster Winnebago. Alright, you guys, hey, check out the videos, man. Just put out new videos on the RV7. Putting out stuff all the time. You guys that like crawlers, be looking at the RC Truck playlist. I've got a huge video coming out on this baby. I did a bunch of mods to it. I ran it stock and then I fixed it up the way I wanted it, and it's dynamite. The video is going to take a tremendous amount of effort. If you're into crawlers or you're into this new one, I think you'll want to watch it. Our last release of the year will likely be one of our biggest ever, but that's a ways away still, says Jason. Be watching the Horizon Hobby content coming out of Null, guys, because as for new at Null next week, no comment. You got to be watching. So check out our buddies at Horizon Hobby on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. All right? Check them out because that's where you're going to hear it first. Super pumped. I've seen the light of some of these new alright products coming through tonight. Big T's for sure. Guys, I'm gonna roll, man. It's midnight. It's midnight, after hours. This is only fan stuff. You gotta start dropping bucks. I'll be like taking off my denim shirt, put my hat on sideways, get my glasses off, man, just get cozy, let my hair down, you know. Alright, y'all, seriously, appreciate you. Watch the videos, subscribe if you haven't. If you like what you see, I appreciate it. I like it too. You guys are the greatest. Thanks for everything. all of this is happening because of all the support I've gotten for so long. Thanks. Watch Horizon if you want to see what's happening, guys. I tell you, I love it. Their crew keeps getting better and better and better, and I tell you what, a lot of their talent keeps coming from this community, man. So support it. Support it. All right, Michael Sherman, see you later. Jeff and Laura, Alabama, man. We'll see you in Alabama. Francis, Chucky, Jeebs, Roy, Paul, Brad, Burke, Jason, Paul, all you guys, man, still rolling. I mean, Gilbert, Chucky, Run for the Hills, Ken Bird, all you guys, man, thanks so much. I want to see you in the comment sections. And get out of your comfort zone. I tell you what, guys, if you're bummed out with the baloney that's all the time on Facebook, it's not like that on Instagram. You can hone in on just RC a lot easier and not get... I just get mad all the time when I get on that other stuff, man. So if you just want eye candy, RC, follow some of your buddies on Instagram, because that's all you'll get, and it's pretty nice. All right, let's see. 12:02 Tugs, God bless you, man. Hunter Yoakum, Helly Thunder, Dwan Smith, Scott Settle, Mike Kennedy, dude, what's happening? See all you guys later. Airvexed, appreciate you, man. I love it. Airvexed, I tell you what, man, I can count on him to contribute. When it comes time to look something up, he's like Google Hauser. You know Doogie Howser? It's like that, but different. Google Hauser. That dude will get it done. Fred Barron, dude, as always, thanks so much. All you guys who contribute, join the channel, all that stuff, watch the videos, like it, engage with me. I appreciate you. We're doing this. Snow Valley Park. Thanks for coming around. Everybody who contributes, man, to the show, to make it fun for everybody. Thanks a lot. We're going to do this. I'm rolling in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. See you next time. Michael Bear. He says he likes all the RC channels, even Kenny.